You again. What do you want?
Do you need medical help, sir?
I feel fine, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Everyone's throwing the blame.
No more.
This is despicable. Are you sure you'll be able to reach the docks alone?
Young man, I am perfectly capable of defending myself.
Are you sure you'll be able to reach the docks alone?
Young man, I am perfectly capable of defending myself.
Okay. Sorry, guys, I haven't been talking for quite some time. It's just that I don't have anything to say. So, okay, this is kind of like a little bit hopeless of actually me curing everyone else. So for right now, we're just gonna forget it and head to the checkpoint. I'm just hoping I'm going the right way. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Yeah, I guess it is like the only place that we could. Yeah. This is basically the only faster way I could do. Let me see. Yeah, just keep on going straight, basically.
It's a little...
Okay, there we go. Even though I'm very low level,
Die, vermin!
where are you? Oh yeah, there's also some ones. Yeah, as long as we just keep on going with this path, as soon as we get to this area, if I could get it, okay, we're gonna have to go to our right.
Steady, boys, we've got one! Healthy fucking beast!
Okay, I had to be really careful with my health, which I had not been doing lately. Yeah, we're going the right way. I'm just hoping you guys could hear me well. Very well.
Please, sir. Can't let you through.
Sorry. I'm also not sorry because I kind of do need to get through it.
Die!
Good. We'll have to be really cautious with my bullets. Okay, so it's here. Okay.
Cross the leads! I'll take a
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
I think like during my next several playthroughs, it's gonna be me trying to cure pretty much everyone. Okay, so they never left, so...
Not a good place for a stroll.
Oh, there's one of those guys. Okay. Looks like we're just gonna have to go storm through here.
I'll take it.
Alright. Okay. Oh, the AI on this is not so good. Don't you dare mess with a vampire. Thank you. Yeah, just like the suggest, don't take any of the medical treatments here.
Trust the leech, boys.
Bye-bye. Ooh. I've been defeated. They aren't strong enough. Well, technically, you don't have to be as strong. As long as you have, like, really good weapons in that they're very upgraded to the max number, to the max, then I don't think you have to be worrying about too much of the levels. Because for
I have this thirst for blood.
Over there. There's one of them vermin. Hi, vermin.
you see, it's just that it depends on what kind of enemies are they. Okay, then let's just go through here then.
I
Also,
can't
we need to
believe
fill
I'm
up.
doing this.
Okay, you've been saying it for every single time you escape the Swansea kidnapped. Or it's just it's something. Okay,
It's locked, all right.
Okay, can I open the door? But that door is locked, so I'm guessing one of the guys below me
This is... Away with you!
Well, to be honest, they are doing something really bad, so...
It's locked.
So that means they are... to actually kill them. Right? Because they're doing something wrong. They kidnapped a doctor who's trying to save everyone.
I have this
I really need to feel up.
thirst for blood.
Remember your vows, friend!
Okay, so where else can I go? Hey. Okay, let me check around if there's like any other entrance or anything at all. Or unless I missed something here. Let me see. Oh. Oh. Okay. Got some bullets. That's good. More. And we got some shotgun shells. Okay, there's something else here, so...
cannot be defeated.
I cannot enter. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Over there! There's one of them!
Okay. We're getting somewhere, so that's good. Okay, some more shotgun shells. Okay, so we're getting prepared for a boss battle here. It was giving us a lot of like heavy duty ones.
We cannot be defeated.
Okay. There's something of interest. Okay. Weird that we had to go from the I guess the third floor and then we had to go all the way down. A little bit intuitive if you kind of think about it. Hmm.
Return at a more convenient time.
Ooh. I think I was supposed to be here. Oh, that was creepy.
Keep an eye on each other.
Okay. Swansea's supposed to be somewhere here.
Stay close. Keep an eye on each other.
We can hear him. Yeah, he's like below level. Or I think I am supposed to be there.
Stay close, guys.
Or you know what? Let me try and go there. Let me see.
Return later.
No. Let's see. Let me like check every inch here so far. There. Something on the table. Well, that's a lot of stuff to read.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
I wonder why it didn't show, though. Or probably I looked at it over it.
It's locked, all right.
Something inside. What's this? Okay.
It's locked.
Dang it. Okay, this is not locked.
It's locked, all right.
Okay. A little annoyed.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic. I should find the key to that box. It's locked.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff here. No collectible.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me? Jonathan, is it really you? Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here. Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say? Edgar, what happened? They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Hey,
Time will tell.
I don't have
The most
enough
intriguing part of his
experience to
accusation was
turn
that
here.
you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I have doubts. Are you hiding something? I believe you. Well, he did. There are some places I had some doubts, but
I trust you, Edgar. But the Guard of Prewin is onto something.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
I made a mistake. But what is science if not trial and error? We both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Oh, okay, I don't have enough to do that. I could either let him die or embrace by I'll make your deed cool. I don't know. He did betray his patients, which is a big no-no. And two of his patients turned out to be vampires that's trying to very much make more. And so thanks to him, he's also responsible of the, pandemic. So, I don't know. Let's try to kill him.
Yes, your death is imminent, Dr. Swansea. But I swear, it will be quick.
I already told you to call me Edgar. Am I no longer your friend?
I believe you never have been, sir. You have lied to me at every step and betrayed the trust of a woman I cherish.
You and the lady? Really? Well, I should have seen it coming, I suppose. May I add that I welcome this? The biting, I mean.
You have your wish.
Is it going to hurt? I always wondered if you could... Ah!
Well, there's your answer. Can we also pack some, home? Oh, it's loading. Okay. And to fail. Actually... Well, now he has only Lady ASHBURY'S now. Oh, yeah, you've been in here. But now let's go and check on the save of the...
It's locked, all right.
Dang it. That's a really loud car. I don't think you guys can hear it, but it's really loud. But hey, but we have over 800... Well, now let's go and check up on that room, actually. I never see this. Okay, so it looks like we killed him, which in exchange we do gain a lot of XP from him now, so we're gonna have to, I think, I don't know,
Later.
but man, I am letting this city die. I really need to.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Spotted! Watch out, boys! This one's mine! I ask you to step back!
Thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, like I said, it's a lot better than actually drinking human blood.
This is not the place for you, sir.
Okay. I'm just...
Oi! You listening? Look out here! Vicious bugger! Oh, Christ!
Okay, I was on the right track actually. I am knowing it. Okay, Lady History.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan?
Well, bad fortune.
What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
He was mortally wounded. I put an end to his misery.
That is terrible, Jonathan. And yet you did what you must. poor man.
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
He was a criminal. He had no skill to. He was still like he's a criminal, like a mastermind.
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
Seems right,
I must
actually.
say, I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. Quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What?
Yeah.
No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Something's fighting her. Yeah, because, you know, it was kind of like her. Well, now she feels like it's her fault now. Sad. Oh wow. I feel sorry for her though. And by the way, haven't really been,
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
okay, so there are several areas that we can go to. Obviously, I'm on like here, so let's go to this area then. Oh. Okay.
Steady, boys! Let's go! Yeah! Lord, give us strength! Remember! Filthy fucking beast! Yeah!
Okay. Now the enemy is not gonna be that much of a deal if I actually be more cautious of where the attacks are coming from.
Elite! Elite! There's one of them vermin!
we had to go and check up on everyone here.
Is this... Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Not with that attitude.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
Okay. There are a lot of patients that needs to be treated.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Yes, indeed. But don't worry, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
Okay,
I have no
maybe
doubt
Mr.
about it, but you are still ill all the same. Please, take this medicine.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reed. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Oh, thank goodness
Goodbye,
that you have a
Dr.
vampire
Tibbs.
that can actually sense. Okay.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Okay, then that means you need it.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
And he's
Good evening,
still
Dr.
here.
Reed. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
I will see you later. Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl.
Okay.
Reads me like a book.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I will see you
So
later.
much stuff that I need. And there's a
I
lady
have to go now, sir.
glitching, going back and forth.
But don't
back and
hesitate to
forth.
contact me if you need any help. Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Oh my gosh.
I will see you later.
Suddenly.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Your drugs reply is gone.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are...
Strickland. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Okay. Yet no one knows about him gone. Thing. What's this one? Antidote. Turn correct the volunteer. Action. Okay. Yeah, she definitely needs some help. Let's try to cure pretty much everyone here.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Okay. Just trying to be helpful, okay? Because it's like you're her patient, you're...
Good evening,
Not
Mr.
doing
Goswick.
well.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Okay.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Never could keep it.
Okay, now we're gonna turn.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Don't look at me, please.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. It's locked.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Okay. Hopefully it'll stay low.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Oh, sweet girl.
Okay, is that everyone? Oh, it's these guys. That lady.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed.
Sorry about that.
Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton.
Yep.
There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. But thanks, anyway.
Goodbye, Milton.
Okay, that's about it. Okay, now we still need to find that lady. And she usually, I think it's her?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Ah, I don't have it.
I will see you later, Nurse. Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, I've got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.